Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for another knife of the day. This is the series where we go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. We're going through our Brous blades, and we have a whole bunch of Chris Reeve knives that we need to go through. And then we'll move on. We might even move on while we go through the Chris Reeve knives because there's so many to striders, hinderers, etc. I also, this process of being a Spyderco in the Spyderco collections group. I just started it at the end of 2017. This is March 2018. Is that Spyderco sends you an email going, "Hey, here are the knives coming your way," and then they send it to the knife company that I work with, who are great. And when they come in, I'm going to give them a big shout out as well. And I'll tell you, they just announced 4 knives coming my way, and two of them I have been waiting for big time, and I'm so excited. Gonna add to the overall collection in a big way. And the other two are exclusives that I think you'll find real exciting. So those will come when they come. Hopefully they'll come by the end of this week or early next week, but we'll see. But the knife today is the Brous Blades Mini Division. I figured I'd do both of the mini divisions I have in my collection at the same time. The mini division is the smaller version of the division. We'll talk. I have 2 more divisions I want to show you. I did do a Brous Blades division look knife. That's on my playlist. We have 2 more divisions, the big bad divisions coming your way, and I'll probably do those 2 together. This will be one of them, the one of a kind with C-Tech that I really love, so we'll talk about that one later. But this one, we have first a carbon fiber Brous Blades Mini Division. A lot of people didn't like the huge size of the division. 4.4-inch blade. It feels great. I'm not a huge big knife person, but man, this feels great. If you're going to have a big one, this is one to have with titanium liners and D2 steel. So he came out with a smaller, more EDC type knife, and that's the Mini Division. These are mid-tech knives, which means Jason Brous did a lot of the work, but some of it he sent out to do. This isn't a handmade through and through. Let's talk about it. Just this one right here is a one of a kind. Jason usually does, and I think with both the division and the mini division, he did 500 pieces of the big divisions, 500 pieces of the little, and then he does one-offs that are a little bit different. The C-Tech, the blue C-Tech is the one-off division that I purchased from him. And this one with the aluminum base and the acid. Man, why am I blanking this morning? I'm sorry, you guys. I had a tough morning. Acid stonewash blade is also a one of a kind. They cost a little bit more, obviously. You don't have a lot of them out in the wild. This is the only one. And I really loved the black and the silver. But let's talk about the mini divisions. Of course, both of these have the same thing. This one had a satin blade. When I first got these, I said, "Oh, I love my division." I didn't carry it, obviously, because it's so big. It's hard to carry because it's 4.4 inches. If you love big knives, that's a nice knife to look at. But I just love those knives. Those are the kind of knives that I have scattered throughout my apartment, where when someone knocks on the door unexpectedly, I have it by my side because it's very tactical. The Mini is an EDC knife. So let's talk about it. Flips out there great on ball bearings. They are the Brous Blades ball bearing system. The blade is hollow ground, drop point, D2 steel. Jason Brous loves his D2 steel, thinks he is an expert in how to deal with it, heat treat it, and all of that. He just feels comfortable with it. Of course, you guys know D2 steel is great, especially for an EDC knife. This is just a real nice knife, guys. 3.5 inch. So while you put it against the original division at 4.4 inches, it looks small, but 3.5 inches, it's a good sized knife. It really is. I love the cutouts to try to save some weight on this big blade. You can see that thick stock. He's done just a great job with it. 8.3 inches total. 5.1 ounces. But man, it feels really good. This really does have titanium liners. I know I said titanium liners on one of my other knives and everyone said they weren't. This is definitely titanium liners. See-through construction. Liner lock, which really feels nice. And the carbon fiber is well done. Just good materials. Good jimping, but it's not bleeding your thumb jimping. It all feels nice. The package is great. And I'll tell you, swinging open that big blade is nice. And it just is smooth as silk. Just a real nice knife. Deep carry pocket from Brous Blades. Pocket clip from Brous Blades. It's left and right. He has this little, I call it a fuller. You can put something through it too, a filler. You can put parts of a lanyard through it because it's a small hole. But if you want to flip the clip, you take that off, put that on this end, and put this on that end. So it is a right or left-handed tip-up carry. Just a really nice knife. Folks, the knife of the day... What just happened? The knife of the day is the Brous Blades Mini Division. I have, and this is the mid-tech versions, that and the one-off aluminum as well. I want to make sure, we'll talk about this big division, the original division, which is a one-off with the blue C-Tech scales later on in this series, but now you get a look at the size difference. I have 2 mini divisions. I have 3 divisions. I just fell in love with them and just kept buying them. You'll see 2 of them later on in this series. I did talk about one of them. It is on the playlist. Go check out the playlists and have fun. There's a bunch of knives and groups of knives on the knife of the day, and then I have pocket dump deconstructions. I've got a whole bunch of videos on this, so have some fun. I hope you're looking forward to the new Spydercos as much as I am. Every day this week we'll do a knife of the day, and once the Spydercos come in, we'll take 4 days to do those. Let's see, will we do? Yeah, each of those will have a day, and then we'll get back to going through the collection. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. If you're on the East Coast, it got cold again. Of course, in the middle of March, it would get cold after we've had some spring days in February. Weird winter this year. But anyway, you guys have a perfect day. Talk to you soon. Actually, I'll talk to you tomorrow if you're following this day to day. If you're not, if you're in the future watching these videos from 2018, go check out the playlist. There's some good videos on there. If you're enjoying this kind of video, don't forget to thumb it up. Let me know you're out there. Subscribe, that really helps. Share the videos because most people don't know that this is happening every day. I'd really appreciate that. And turn on your notifications so you don't miss the special videos. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.